Hi, good morning, folks. My name is Sujoy Barden, and I had been involved in research with quantitative techniques with artificial intelligence, specializing in the areas of US equity market. Of course, the algorithm which we will be talking about with quantitative techniques can work in 43 exchanges, but my focus is more on the US side. So, having said that, first thing is there's a lot to discuss, and this video will keep running. And I'm not sure how long it will take, but it'll keep splitting up the frames after regular intervals, and this would be on YouTube on a sequential manner. So, if you have time to look into it, you can look into it at one shot, or you can probably go based on your convenience. So this is the way the video will be arranged, but as I said, there's a lot to cover. We have a lot to talk about quantitative techniques of quant techniques with artificial intelligence for US equity market. So the first thing is today being January 13th, it's about 9:11. The first thing I would demonstrate, and this would be very easy for people who are advisors who are looking into interactive broker accounts to understand what's going on. So obviously, all the clients which we have when we are servicing them with SaaS model gets a virtual machine, and that virtual machine is from Amazon. And this is the way I will show you how it looks like. I'm putting you into one of the servers, but we have multiple servers. So this is how it looks like. You would see that these are mostly, all of them are R4 large size. They are based out of Ohio is the region, but we do have also other machines where we basically deploy it from other parts of the world. So having said that, I will try and demonstrate the first very key important point is that, as I said earlier, or also it's on my emails, that you anyone, whether it is an individual person or an RIA or a hedge fund company, anybody using the system will not be requiring more than 2 minutes in a day. And that's the first thing I will show you. So obviously from our end, we would run the servers. We will launch the servers from Amazon, but as soon as the servers are ready, uh, all you have to do is just log in and get moving. So I'll give you a demonstration of how it would look like. So obviously it will be from a remote desktop connection, and I will see if I can pick up a connection for you. This is where one of the live trading is going on. Uh, just a second, let me log in. Every client would get a login access. So as soon as you log in, you are getting into the virtual machine. There you are. So as I said, it's a 2-minute demonstration of how you start your order engines every day. So that's exactly what I'm trying to show you. So these are different types of servers with different versions, but you'll get a feel of it. So the very first thing you do is you start the database. As the database is ready, you don't have to exit out, you have to minimize it. And that's it. And then you start the order engine, which is the TWS. So as you start the order engine, the system will automatically do all the logins necessary. So I'm logging in here. You would also do the same as a user, and then let the system kick off. So you must have noticed it's still less than 2 minutes as the system starts. So you can get to the auto mode from here onwards once your configurations are all set. We will talk about that later, but you can start the order engine. and the TWS simultaneously. So people who are with Interactive Broker, you will notice that one of it is a U account. U account is a real money account and DU is a simulation. So I'll be starting the U account just to show it to you how it runs. And of course, it's almost trading hour 15 minutes later. So that's it. I'm just starting it for the day and it'll run for on its own. So you keep noticing it's logging in to the live account on its own. So as soon as the TWS is fully running, you need to uh, click onto the order engine uh, as soon as the TWS runs. But this can be automated completely, but we don't do that because we do a lot of configuration changes in order to improve on ROI. So usually we don't do that. So this is the excuse me, TWS, which starts on its own. You can arrange the what do you call the window. Yeah, and I will come back to it to demonstrate how all these things are happening on a real-time basis. It's still 15 minutes for the market to open. So I will just arrange it this way. So you can have multiple accounts as you have seen here. You can have multiple accounts. Uh, does not make any difference. And then the second thing you will do is basically you will start the order engine. That's the order engine which gets configured to the TWS through IB gateway, and that's what we are doing. So as soon as these configurations are done, I mean this configuration, the Windows is fully functional. Excuse me. It'll release emails for us. So this is just about 9:17 early morning. The market is another 10 minutes to open, and those who are with Interactive Broker is looking at a live account. Anything to do with the U account is a live account. Anything to do with the DU account is a simulation account. So lot our advice to investors or people who are into research like advisors is to try everything out on a simulated platform first. Once the configurations are settled or you are comfortable with the configurations, then you switch to auto mode. When you get to auto mode, you will right now you will be seeing a screen which I will show you, which if you want you can go there, but that is only if everything is stable and what I'm trying to get to is just a second. 2816342. So you can have a lot of screens available to you for configurations, which I will talk about. But the point I'm trying to make is once you get to auto mode, you will not be able to come into this screen anymore. So this will bypass on its own and get to what you're seeing here. So if you notice, it's the black window is running constantly, and this is what runs every 60 seconds. So I'll come back to it when the market starts so that we can see what is happening. But in the meantime, you can also check out, or you will have a sort of an email which will come to you uh, if this order engine has just started. Did you notice at 9:18 we started it and we are getting an email that we have started there's another person who has started another machine, but this person's machine has just started. So you will get email with a notification that your order engine has started. As soon as it starts trading, you'll also get emails for different types of trade which is happening throughout the day. I'll just pick up one or two just to give you an example. So every time this algorithm is trading on your behalf, it's looking into different conditions which you have specified in the configurations and hence rejecting or accepting orders. the same way for if you want to go long or short, whatever the direction is. So it is looking into every possible parameters which you have defined to the algorithm for a trade to execute. So these are different types of people who have got different types of configurations, but your email will come to your inbox as soon as these 60-second pool seconds are over. So you will notice that different clients, different uh, clients could specify different criterias, which we will will do a lot deep dives there. But whatever your criteria is, the algorithm is going to scan the market every 60 seconds and tell you why is it failing on the market for execution. So as an example, here this person seems like has is looking into the index change. So I'll come to that detail later. But if you look into some other person who is configured in different way, just to give you an example, this is looking into the market checked failed. So index down by um, a certain percentage and hence the longs are rejected. So the point here is every individual, every client can have their own configuration assigned to the algorithm, and the algorithm is connected, as I said, to the order engine, and it will run every 60 seconds, which you are seeing here. If you keep noticing, it runs every 60 seconds and it's throwing out the report for you as to why is it's going to reject or accept an order. But we'll get to all that detail later on. But the point here I'm making is whether you are an individual or whether you are an RIA or whether you are a hedge fund company, you don't need to do anything else. That's it. It's running on its own every 60 seconds. It will look into all the scenarios of milking profits or taking a new investment. That's why I started this demonstration early in the morning at around 9:30. So that now we'll start the second one. Just to show you, all you have to, as I said, once it's in auto mode, you don't have to click any of these. But we will try to connect with the second virtual machine where you will get to see a lot more, something which is different. So anyway, let me get there. That is, I'm trying to look for the IP address for that machine. So this is minimized. So this is one virtual machine assigned to one client. This is minimized. Now you can come up to the second machine, which you will see is here. And I'm logging in again. There you go. So now we are getting into another machine, which is also this is a test machine. This is not a production machine. So here also you do the same thing. You go there, you start the order engine and you keep watching. It's not going to take me more than 2 minutes as promised. So you start the database and you start the TWS. That's it. You're done for the whole day. So you log in. You'll be given a login anyway, and that's it. So once you log in, I will try to show you. There are a lot of stuff here which we will talk about in details as I proceed with more on the Excel side of it. But I will try to show you how this order engine executions is looking like. It'll be the same dashboard which will pop up, and every minute this dashboard will get refreshed every 60 seconds. So this is the account we'll be concentrating with. So before I get there, it's a DU464069. So I'm trying to show you some configuration stuff which gets populated. Once you get into auto mode, you will not be able to see the configuration, but I'll just try and show you. And as we will get more in the Excel side of it, you will get to see what is it all about. So there are a lot of stuff which is happening here. We will talk about all of it in the Excel, which I will get in a minute. This is the fund manager side, which you can manage on your own, where you have a lot of flexibility, and we will talk about all of these gradually as we proceed with the presentation. So there are a lot of stuff. Okay, so we will get to all of that a little later. So this is what you can see if you're not on auto mode. But the moment you get into an auto mode, you will not be able to see that. So let's start this order engine. Again, you will notice that it's an auto start. So people who are with Interactive Broker, individuals or RIAs or hedge fund companies, they will relate right away what I'm talking about. But people who are not familiar with Interactive Broker will probably take some time to understand how it works. So this DU account which I'm presenting, it's a simulation account running on a certain strategy. So you can have simulated accounts or a U account as I have demonstrated earlier, and you can have as many accounts as you want to. Uh, of course, the only thing which you might need to change would be the RAM and processing speed of this virtual machine. Other than that, you're not going to touch anything else. It's all fully automated. You don't have to do anything. This is going to run another type of a strategy, which we will see. It's all doing on its own. You're not doing anything. You just basically just align the window. That's all you do. So market is going to open up in next 4 minutes. So it will be interesting for all of us to see what happens. So this is another intraday strategy which we are running. So that's why there is no open positions. We'll talk about that later. And then once it opens up, you just start the order engine. That's it. That's all you do for the whole day. So whether you have one account or 500 accounts, of $1 million or $50 million, it's all one-time configuration, and that's it. That's all it does. It runs on its own. So I'm just going to arrange the window so that you can take a look at it, and you will notice that there will be an email which will be coming in for this account also, which I will show it to you. So you just keep it like this, and that's it. It runs for the whole day. You don't have to monitor it also. Once your configurations are all stable, everything is working fine, you don't have to do anything else. And you just keep watching if there is any email which came in for DU464069. So this is where again I'm bringing you on to my machine, and let's see if I got something here. Just a second, it will come. There'll be, once the connection gets established, you will get an email right away. So let it work. So that's how easy quantitative techniques is, and with the help of our software, uh, the management of it is extremely easy now. You just, as a fund manager or as an IRA, you can set up your configurations for different clients based on the risk to gain appetites and all sorts of stuff you can do, which we will get to details later. But once you are done with that, all you do every morning is just start the order engine. And once you are stable, you know that, okay, this configuration is working, the client is happy, or the investor is happy with the return, you just lock it. And once you lock it, you don't even have to make those 2 clicks which I told you here, which takes less than 2 minutes. At that point, you just log in and you're all set. You have to log in, of course. So I think by now the email should come. So let's take a look uh, if emails have come or not. Let's take a look. Oh, there you go. DU464. This is the connection which just happened at 9:28. You just keep an eye on the clock also. So this has just happened at this point, January 13th at 9:28 EST. So the market is going to open and we'll see a lot of stuff happening in this. So this is an inbox which you have to keep cleaning, of course, because there's so many emails. You will, every 60 seconds it's going to shoot an email for us. So it's just about 9:29, and I want to continue this part of the presentation so that everybody can understand how this process is 100% automated. You don't have to touch the system at all. So this is one of the strategy which is running on a basis that here it is an intraday. So and I think on the configuration behind it is that it'll start investing after 9:45 a.m. As soon as the spreads are adjusted in the market, it will look into the opportunities from its dedicated list. We will come to all of that in Excel as we proceed, but from there on, it'll start investing. So now I'll take you to the other live machine, which is also happening. A lot of stuff will happen here. I think this is this one. So you see now you're looking at a live machine. The trading has just started. It's a U account. So I'm sure people who are using Interactive Broker, they will know what we are talking about. The market just opened. So here also it's a different type of a strategy. Now strategies can be n number of times. The permutation combinations which you are building up could define a different type of strategy, but we are not focusing on the strategy here. We are focusing on how cool this automation is all about, how it uses its intelligence to milk out profits from the market. And as we continue the presentation, we will come back here to see whether it has done some investments or not. So at this point of time, it looks like it's around 9:31. The artificial intelligence is triggering, trying to look at the conditions of the market. And if I'm not wrong, let's see the market condition. It just started. So this is how the market looks like, probably SPY. So this algorithm, oh, looks like it's a positive market. Great. So we will see what happens here. So the point I'm trying to make is that you don't have to touch the system. It will do everything on its own. It'll set up stop limits. It'll set up everything on its own. It will milk profits on its own. And you just practically just have to sit and keep watching. You will notice that the realized profits, whether it's making money or losses, everything would be reflective there, and things will keep moving. So as things are happening here, you will notice that there will be also emails coming up, and that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you here, that for that account, I'm assuming there are some emails which they throw out at this point. Let's see. So you don't have to watch the system as such, but no, there is no such email which came in now. Hopefully it will come a little later. So this is all about quantitative trading, where people are not touching the system. You configure it for once. Did you notice on this particular stock, WWD, it has the artificial intelligence is setting up certain stop limits to milk profits on its own. Uh, I have a feeling that it did something also with this guy, TDOC. Let's see if it did anything or not. So it will keep watching, and if it is, oh, sorry, the connection is off. This is the general problem with Amazon. So let's see what happened to this guy. This was TDW, which you have seen. It has, and it is very strictly recommended not to touch anything because it's basically moving with an algorithm. Everything is plotted mathematically. So, oh man, this is not good. Hold on. I think I have a problem with that connection. This is sometimes it happens from Amazon. So it should take me in. And there you go. Oh my God, it has already started milking profits. If you notice, it has already started milking profit. Although the market is bear, it is understanding the risk factor there. Oh, there's something which has to be restarted. Hold on. If this error happens, you just restart the Java. but I will just show you this happens sometimes. It's not that it happens every day. So now again we will, this is a Java patch related problem. Sometimes it happens. Uh, so anyway, we will restart the engine. I mean the TWS, and we will also restart the server. So, but as we are doing this, let me see if there are any emails which came in from the trading which is going on. No, not yet. So we are logging into the live account. Those type of errors might come. You just have to restart it. That's all you have to do. The market is going down, it seems. But anyway, we made some money. The artificial intelligence is smart enough to milk out the profits, as you have noticed. And as the market turns around, it will also start investing. But if the configuration is such that in the markets are bare, don't do anything, it will not do any new investment for you. So these are all AI built-in machine learning capabilities, which basically gets into the system. So within 6 minutes, you are noticing on a live account. I'm repeating this because a lot of questions, people ask me questions. Oh, is it real trading? I said, of course it is real trading. You are looking at a U account, especially interactive broker users will understand what it is, but you are looking at an interactive broker's live account. So it seems like as the market is going south, the intelligence has picked up the scenario that the market may be swinging downwards, and I think that's what it is doing. Just a second, let's see what happens. Yep, there is some pressure on the market. As soon as it sees a pressure, it understands that there will be no chance for the stock to rally north, and it triggers an AI capability here. This will turn green later on. So it triggers its AI capabilities, and very quickly it will milk out profits and not take any chances. So you will see this one also. Let's see what it is doing. Yep, did you notice it has set a stop limit here already on its own? And if it goes down, it will take out INXN also for us because the market is having a pressure. And as soon as it sees something of this nature, it will automatically uses AI capabilities and position himself to milk out profit at this point. But what it does is it also ensures that it's covering your commission. So it has all the AI built-in features here where it is ensuring that your commission is covered. At the same time, it's looking at the market volatility. Immediately, it places a stop limit, and now it will wait here. And you see that it just milked it. So it has made around $36 out of it on a condition which is quite volatile. So I hope you guys are liking this intelligent capabilities. There is no fund manager in this world who would have this type of a capability to do as a basically human brains cannot do this. It's literally impossible for human brains to absorb so much pressure from the market, and these are all driven based on the configurations. We'll come to that configuration part later, but I'm trying to explain here that the AI capabilities with quant trading techniques, you will not get this type of feature, at least today being January 13, 2020, in anywhere in America. Again, it seems like I have a problem with the connection. it came back. So this is what I wanted to explain, but at the same time also you keep looking at your emails. I think we should get some emails. There you go. We did get some email. You see the order engine got connected. When we connected it again, we are seeing now a rejection report which came in at 9:39 because the market checked failed. Because as I told you, the market, this strategy is looking into a condition where the markets are bull. At that point it will look into buy conditions. So if the markets are heading south, it will not look into it. So therefore in this particular strategy it's failing. These positions are failing because the market check is also dropping. So so the point here which I'm trying to make here is you don't need a human fund manager or anybody. Nobody can look into this type of a list every 60 seconds as to why it is rejecting and all. And I think this particular account is only buy. They are not doing any short because of the strategy. Their intention is to do only long positions. So you're not seeing any long here. But there could be a situation here in this account where I think long and shorts are both entertained. Let's see. I'm not sure. We have to look into the configurations, but we will see if there is. Yeah, there is a couple of sell. You see on the sell side also the index. We know the market is bear. It's under pressure. The index failed. That means the configuration, the terms and conditions of the market, I mean to short with a certain market condition has not satisfied. As a result, even the shorts have failed. So it's all configuration. The second thing is again indexing thing which you are looking at is also on the buy side the index failed. So this is how you find your sweet spot. This is a very important point which I'm trying to make here, that it's okay if the rejections are happening. That's a good thing because humans cannot make any decisions here because humans play around with emotion. Here we are playing around with mathematical models, completely different ball game. So when you get into this situation and your buy or sell is rejected, means the algorithm is protecting you. But when it finds a sweet spot, which I will try and show you on that live account which I was showing here, this is the live account of that person which you are looking at. Now let's see what happens when the sweet spot comes. This is an Interactive Brokers live account. People who use Interactive Broker, they will know it. What I'm trying to get to is what happens when that sweet spot comes, let me see if I can go down. It's a huge report. Just a second. Why am I struggling to get there? There you go. I was actually trying to come to the, what do you call, the trade log. So now as you have seen here, it's trading. You see that within few minutes on a U account, we were somewhere at around 500 odd dollars. On a negative market also, as soon as it realizes there is a threat, it's milking out the profits. So this is the level of intelligence we have built in with TWS through their gateway, Interactive Brokers Gateway. Now, if anybody, whoever is watching this around the globe, is seeing this type of capability in any platform, I would like to know it, because it's a research which we have devoted almost like 10 years to get to this level of perfection. But if anyone comes across a quantitative model which is doing auto trading using AI capabilities and all sorts of stuff which I'm showing you, please let me know. It's good for me to know that. So anyway, let's take a look. It seems like it might look into this CCI. Yeah, did you see that? It is looking into CCI where it is looking at the market threat. As we know, the market is slightly bear and it has intelligently put its stop limit at 143.25. So now if it goes further up, it uses AI capabilities to go 5 levels further. where it is looking into a lot of other stuffs. Of course, these are our IP related thing, but it is looking into a lot of other stuff. It seems like it bought Uber. That's a good thing to see that at this point of time at 9:44, this guy is also buying stocks. You notice it is buying and selling. At this point, it seems to me maybe the market has turned around a little bit on the bull side. Let's take a look. There you go. It looks like the market is taking a bull turn. Wow. So this is turning bull now. So it's a very good demonstration for today to show my viewers that when the market was on the south direction, it milked out profits immediately. But now it is heading towards the north direction and it is taking new investments. Now these investments are coming from investors list. We will come to that in Excel. But just to let you know that it is looking into a lot of other things. It's looking into buying power. Of course, it looks into the funds and all those things. We'll come to that later. It is looking into leverage. It is maintaining a certain degree of leverage and all those stuff. So every 6 seconds, I mean, every 60 seconds, it will also update, which you are seeing number of purchases and sell. And I think we will also get an email for this. So let's see if we are getting an email for this live account, which will tell us what is happening. So it seems like it has, mm, 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 mm. I think this is the one. I'm not sure. This is a rejection report, but I don't think this is, this has rejected a lot of buys because of many other conditions. But I think it also made some buy here. No, it did not. So we'll take a look at the next email maybe. So this is the way it will look at things. So this is somebody else's strategy. So these are different type of strategies which every investor can plot in, and it will look at it. So we haven't seen an email coming in, but as you noticed that the market turned little bull and it started investing also. So now I think, hold on, I think we should also see something coming in this way. They should have been green in color. Why is it not green? Wait, hold on. I think we had a little bit of a problem here. We have to restart this, it seems. Just a second. No, hold on. No, it is moving. Sorry. So far you see this number. So far you see this account number. You're fine. So it'll probably turn green a little later on. But you see that it's selling also. It seems like we are doing investment as well as sales at the same time. So this is the beauty of this quantitative model of auto trading where everything is configuration based. And I'm spending a lot of time here for the viewers to really understand how it works. It's just like a ghost sitting inside this machine doing everything for you. You see, it has automatically reset the stop limit for you. So it's just like a human, like a ghost sitting behind this, like how better can I explain this? But it is doing buying and investments all at the same time. So as things move, it'll move on its own and it'll keep doing things as it is supposed to do. So it'll continue milking profit based on a strategy which has been defined and all those type of things. But right now the market is bare. It seems like the market is little bare. That's why I think, oh, mail delivery failed. Yeah. So this is one of the reason why I think this was not working. So I will shut it down here. I will shut this down. I'll keep this on. And I think I should have only one window here. And I will restart it. Sometimes it does happen. It doesn't turn green. So uh, yeah, this is running. So the best option is you just shut down in this scenario, just shut down the system. maybe because we had a connection lost from Amazon, and that is what which is had caused the problem. But anyway, so these things are out of control. So you just start the derby again. And once your derby is started, you start the TWS and you're ready to go. So once you log in, you'll get your own login. If you're on auto mode from here onwards, you don't have to start. Okay, but if you're not on a manual mode, which we are, uh, it is good for you to go on this direction. So you just start the order execution engine. See, everything is blue. This happened because of the connection we lost. So if you see this type of thing, you just have to restart it. That's it. So once this is fully functional, the TWS, which is auto logging in and all those stuff in a live account, is fully functional. It'll come back to the order engine. You just have to click there. So I'm waiting for this TWS to get fully functional. So the point here, you see it has refreshed the database, purchase and sales. It purchased 21 stocks. It sold 8 of those. It has a available cash, and I'll come to that in Excel when I explain that. So don't confuse yourself at this point of time. So it has a available cash, which is using a leverage. So we'll come to that. One second. Let me just align the TWS. Just a second. There you go. Usually I like to keep it this way so that I can see what is happening in the dashboard also. And then you start the order engine. As soon as you start the order engine, it will start on its own, and it will also send emails at the same time. There you go. So the order engine is getting reconnected, and as soon as it gets reconnected, it will basically start um, the executing the trades based on the configurations. So having said all of this, I think most of us have got an idea about the power it's bringing in into quantitative trading techniques. So once you configure everything, it will run on its own. You don't have to even touch it. Yes. Now, did you notice this order engine is green? So it happens. If it happens, you just restart it and let it go, because this happened mainly because the TWS, sorry, the Amazon had a disconnect from Ohio for whatever reasons, and as a result this was causing a problem. So if you come across this, you just have to restart it. That's it. So you can have 150 accounts, 100 accounts, whatever, based on every client's configuration, and it will run on its own. So I hope I had a very clear and detailed explanation of what is going on here. But I will also show you, maybe we will start getting some emails. Oh, it seems like at 9:52, just a minute back, it has also milked out TTD. So if let me see if it has invested at the same time and also milked today itself. Is there any stock which, because that is where the, yeah, you see that TTD, it invested at 9:46, at 9:52, within say 6 minutes, it made $102.79, which was just now. There are hundreds and hundreds of cases like this, but so this is where the sweet spot comes in place, and we will talk about all of that. Rest of it looks like it is settling from previous day. There's nothing I see as duplicate happening here with buy and sell. But if you give some time, as the market is little bear, little on the bearish side, if we are not wrong, it's not positive, but let's see what happens. Yeah, the last signal which we are getting for 5 minutes is a red bar. So what I'm saying is it all looking into the market conditions. It's using its intelligence to look into market conditions, and if the market conditions are satisfactory, it will basically move ahead with investments. If the market conditions are slightly risky or volatile, immediately it will trigger to book profits the way you have seen. So if you recollect and if you've seen the entire 30 minutes or so, we were at zero. And now at this point, we are at 1K realized profit. So if this continues, we will keep making money the same way. But this comes from our research, of course, but it all depends on what type of list you maintain and how you maintain it and all those stuff, what type of research component is going behind it. But the point is, if you can get a sweet spot, it seems like that is the only stock for now. It's settled, but the rest of it is all coming from previous day. So every day we'll come to that part, but I hope I had a clear explanation of how this order engine is working and executing trades using AI capabilities for investing, at the same time looking at all the market conditions, protecting you from all the risk factors which you have seen on emails as to why it does not invest at why it did not invest at that time,